time to watch episode 3 of A Monster. The story is going on in a very nice way, full of mysteries, investigations, probably psychological plot twists. Let's see what's going to happen today. Let's watch it together. Okay, so now they found out that the two doctors and the director are dead. See, they go to call him because they think it was him. Yeah, it's me. And this is true. Ah, Oppenheimer, sorry, I thought it was Baker. Oh, yeah, but if they don't find his fingerprints and anything, it's not him. But we know how media and other organizations can trick the proofs too. Wait, exactly. I understand, but the patient's life is more important right now. Eh? No, it's not what you think. Again. And we needed to find him for sure. Where did he go? Or who took him away from there? What a mess. But this is the funeral of the mayor of... Ah, no, okay, okay. For what he did for the community. Zero. Yeah, cry, cry. Now that you are desperate because no more money coming in. That's not your father what you want. Only money. Respect, wealth, power, fame. That's it. Exactly. That's the point. Yeah. Good luck. No, he is a true. Let me tell you honestly. In this case, he is saying the proper thing. Lunghe. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, but what about the... So they were eating a candy and. But the director ate the candy when he was in front of the boy. I remember he was eating the sweets in front of him while he was sleeping. Did the director give the candies? Mm, okay. Did the Heinemann give these candies even to the two doctors or not? I don't remember. I don't think so. This Lunga is a little bit strange, yeah. Yeah, he's typing. I was thinking like that. But he's typing where? Ah, okay. Yeah, but Dr. Temma doesn't have anything to do with his. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, the boy received these candies. So someone wanted to kill the boy with those candies and sweets. Yeah, if you're tired now, let's think about it after 50 episodes. I think that he will be. Yeah. No, not for the moment. Yes. I would have said the same to him to comfort him a little bit. I mean, to let him understand how good he is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But now they will tell him to go away. Look at those faces. I mean, chief of surgery. Whoa. They promoted him. But does that mean that he needs to follow the compromises? I hope he will never be corrupted by the system itself. I understand even this frustration. No, 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 no. No, please, Tenma. No, no. Kenzo, good job. Bye bye. No, no. No, no. Enjoy your normal life now. You lost your chance. Good job, Tenma. I hope you will never step back on your decision. 9 years after. Whoa. 1995. Köln. Okay. So how that case went on about the causes of the director's death? Oh, Lugan is still there typing, eh? So maybe he was collaborating. Mm. Awesome. Again, the daughter of the director. Yeah, especially in summer. I like them. I think this man is worth it. The way in which he interacts with the patients reflects how good he is. Oh, Baker is still there after 9 years. Okay. Mm. Yeah, see, even these beautiful words to encourage the patients. That's very nice. Wow. Ah, this is the man that they are investigating about, if I'm not wrong. The 32-year-old man. Oh no! Oh, yeah, I imagined that. He deviated, so he didn't. Oh no, oh. Call the ambulance. Don't run away. Yeah. Okay, but call. Otherwise. But I don't think that's the murder or that he's involved. Yeah. Tenma. Eh, yeah. You will see him back. You will see him again after 9 years. uh, he forgot already. Yeah. He will try his best, of course. This is a doctor. I like Temma so much. So what? So what? Yeah. Even if? Yeah, but even if he will become one, what's the point? Yeah, but that candy was put there. Okay, so solve these two. Yeah, yeah, okay, we are waiting that you solve it. Yeah, so you will demonstrate that he is innocent. We can't wait. Wow. Yeah, but he's not the fault guy. But yeah, we don't care. You have to follow his orders now. Yeah. I mean, don't do that. That's it. He wants, but he can't. The monster is coming. Yeah, because in fact he was running away from someone he saw, but we couldn't. Yeah. Well, in this episode, we move on 9 years after what happened. But first of all, I want to say something. Yeah, I was debating myself during the reaction about one detail. I remember that the director was eating some snacks that he found next to Johan, Johan, call him as you like. And he was eating these candies or these little chocolate that he found there. He opened this package. I remember in the previous episode, and I don't remember if he shared these candies with these other two doctors who died, because if that's the case, we needed to know that those sweets were supposed to be eaten by the boy. I mean, they were a present for the boy, not for them. So, did someone want to try to kill Joanne? And we still don't know why in that case. But yeah, I remember that detail. In fact, I remember that this director was a very disgusting. While he was eating these sweets, he was talking about how to make the reputation of the hospital increase by taking this picture of these two twins. So they were solved by the case of the mayor being killed, or let's say dying because of the wrong surgery done. So I was thinking, did someone want to kill this boy or the twins because of something that happened in the Libert family? I mean, the Libert family is hiding a mystery, is hiding something, and everything has a political consequence. We know, of course, that that was before the Berlin's Wall to fall in 1989, but does that mean that there were some political complications and the two sides of the Germany were fighting one against the other one with different ideals, one more Western style and the other one more Eastern style? And we know that Russia in that moment was influencing the east side of Germany, while let's say Europe, the other side of Europe, and even the US were influencing more the west side of Germany until they unified with the fall of the Berlin's Wall in 1989. But what I'm thinking is this Liberty family, if someone wanted to kill the boy, why? By giving these sweets or presents. Are we sure that in those presents and sweets there was not something poisonous that could attack the boy and create all this mess in this family by killing every one of it? This is becoming suspicious. Of course, as I told you, Temma was partially accused, or he was investigated, let's say, because of course everything that happened in that hospital might have been suspicious, and in fact he was asked to talk about what he did that night. I mean, I imagined that, and I also predicted or imagined that Temma would have been the one who could have been accused immediately because of all the progresses. I mean, about all the things that happened before with these accident of the mayor's life and whatever. And by thinking about that, try to imagine this doctor, who's a very nice, kind, and brilliant doctor, surgeon, call him whatever you want, at that time preferred to save the life of a boy coming from the East Germany instead of the mayor of his own city that belonged to the west side of Germany, because Dusseldorf is on the west side and not on the east side, right? So I was thinking that was already outrageous at that time to prefer to save someone of that side of Germany rather than the other one. But now that we think about that, we can say that nobody understood Temma's real intention, because the intention was just to save the patient who came first, of course. And then the fact that that patient is a boy makes you understand even more. That means that rather than all the political issues, rather than all these powerful people trying to put orders on the society itself, Temma went beyond all these. And that's why I appreciate this main character, because of the tenderness he is using while speaking to his patients, the courage that he wants to transmit to them, how he's cheering them up all the time, and this benevolence that he's having towards them is marvelous. Yeah, I agree with the patient he was talking to in this episode. I would have said the same thing. I really hope that Temma is not gonna be affected by all this mess that is happening. We even have this police investigator, this Lunge, who is trying to investigate and provoking Tenma all the times, especially after he meets him 9 years after. Yeah, he's always trying to see if he can detect some other details that Tenma didn't want him to understand in the past 9 years. And I think that Lunge thinks that Temma is hiding something, but he will be surprised to understand that he is not. I really believe in Temma's innocence. And yeah, what I wanted to say in the reaction is that sometimes even innocent people are condemned, are judged as for a mistake, and the result is that they are punished for life even if they didn't commit anything. Many cases, even in our real world, can demonstrate you that there are some innocent people in jail, and they are there just because the investigations went wrong, because they couldn't investigate properly, and the life of these people is completely condemned forever. And it's a pure injustice. So that's what I totally don't want for Temma to live, because I know how kind-hearted he is, and the fact that he didn't do anything. I really appreciated the courage Tenma had in the moment in which Eva tried to start a relationship with him once again. That was brilliant. I admired that he had the courage to stand up and just say no and went away. Eva doesn't need a second chance, and more than ever, we understood how she is. She wanted him back just because he became the chief of the surgeons, and that's unbelievable. These people are crazy to believe that all people can be tricked by all these sentences or beautiful ways to try to have a second chance. this is crazy, but there are people like these in the world, and that's what I really like about Monster. I like that this story, as I told you, it's pretty realistic and can depict the society that, even if we are talking about a society of a 30, more than 30 years ago, let's say almost 40, okay, it resembles the society we live now. All these favors between powerful people, all of these exchanged privileges that are connecting just few people of a society, while all the others are just the puppets moved here and there whenever they want. This is something that I've always been interested in. The fact that we need to understand more about the society we live in. We shouldn't cover our eyes up just to forget about this, just to eliminate the problem. We should face the problem of the reality we live in, and that's not a reality we should feel satisfied by. I want to see where the author wants to go on, thanks to this story. But in the meantime, 9 years went on, and now we have another person who saw somebody that we don't know, and he's almost being killed by this car who accidentally happened to hit him directly. I'm glad that that man didn't run away, otherwise it was even worse. But the point is, this person who was accused to be part of the murder of these couples who didn't have kids, blah 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 blah, who did he see? Because he kept saying after this surgery made by Dr. Temma, the monster is coming. Is the monster the one referred to the title of this story? Is the monster someone we have already seen, but we still need some other hints to understand who is he talking about? Plus, where's Johan now? We needed to see him. He grew, of course, 9 years went on, but we needed to understand where is Anna, where is the sister, where is this boy who grew, what is he doing now, why he doesn't visit Tenma to greet him and to be grateful of everything that he had done for him. There are so many things, okay, that are not solved yet. Yes, we are still at the beginning, but I'm just trying to understand who this monster is. Is this monster connected to the murder of the director and the two doctors or not? Are we talking about different monsters here? I would like to see that everything is connected. That's what I prefer, because I like when there are stories full of plot twists or something that we still don't imagine. But this figure of Johan interested me from the beginning, and I wanted to understand if he is behind all this. Can you imagine? I mean, do you remember that I told you in the previous episode, while the doctor and while the director and the doctors were talking in front of him, and he seemed to sleep in that moment, I was telling you, is he listening? Because he already regained his consciousness before while Tema was talking to him. Do you remember? So did he put those sweets over there to poison the director and the doctors by knowing that he was supposed to die instead of the mayor? So that was a kind of a revenge on those people. Could a boy of, I think he was 9 years old when all these happened. Can a 9-year-old boy make all these? Can he be the monster in this story, creating all these drama and all these complications in order for Lunge to not understand that that's him, but he wants to to focus his attention on the Tenma instead. But why does Johan want to make Dr. Tenma have this reputation? At the end of the day, he saved his life. So if that's the case, why does he want to create for Dr. Tenma a life that is so miserable? Yeah, I remember even when Tenma was crying in this episode, and all the mess that was happening, the fact that he was almost fired, and then he wanted to be a normal doctor, and then he was promoted again. Why was he promoted again suddenly? I mean, why all these hospital changed its mind and turned him into the chief of surgeon? Is it because of these abilities that he has, that he's a great surgeon? Or is it because of something else hidden, a plan that was already orchestrated in order to make Temma become the culprit of other situations, even if he is not? We need to go on and watch this story, but for sure, I think Johan will come back because it's so strange that everything finished like that without even solving the case. Yeah, I know that Lunge wants to keep investigating after all these years, and he promised that he will solve this mystery too. I can't wait to see how he'll be able to solve all these. So stay tuned and keep on watching me. Thank you so much for the support, and see you next time with episode 4 of Monster. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.